Let's go. What's up, you guys? Sean here. So there's definitely some things that you should consider before purchasing Think, and I'll also include some tips and tricks in the video if you already have purchased the device. Before I get started though, I just wanted to let you know about my awesome new website I got up at www.balancinglife.co. Awesome new website. I'm starting a new health business and I wanted to let you know about it, so feel free to check it out. And I also wanted to thank you guys so much for the awesome support. We are almost at 90,000 views. We just hit over 500 subscribers, so it's going super well. Thank you again. So how much does this device cost? It costs $300 for the limited edition, which is the one that I purchased. Now the newer one that they just got out recently, a few weeks ago, is the newer version. It is only $199, so that will save you $100 out of your pocket. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the strips. Some things I want you to know about them. They are temporary. Yes, that's right. For me, I've gotten them to last around 2 to 7 times at best if I take very good care of them. That is an important step if you're deciding to purchase this device, is taking good care of the strips as well. They are $19.99 to replace the strips, so make sure you've got some money in your wallet. So what is the battery life like on this little device? It's not too bad. It could use some improvement though. It uses quite a bit of power each time you run it. It's good for about 6 to 8 uses. That is what I have found before you need to recharge it. So another question you might have on your mind might be, is the software buggy? Are there development problems? Does it have issues? I'm going to tell you right now, yes, it does. Not all the time. I'd probably say maybe 15% of the time I operate this device, I have issues. So they do come up. One of the things that happens is the device tries to recognize which kind of strip you're using. If you're trying to use a Calm strip, sometimes it thinks it's the Energize strip and it gets them mixed up and you have to start the process over again. Sometimes the Bluetooth connection can be an issue as well. Most of the time I won't have any problems. As long as you follow the directions, it works out pretty well. Does the Think device work for everybody?
My body feels more relaxed and calm. I have no anxiety.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Awesome results. So it looks like it works, folks. Well, for most people that I tried it with, it was successful. However, there are a few people that it was very subtle. So it may not be for everyone. It may not work for you. It did work for most people that I tried it on, including myself. The effectiveness varies on how well you're able to follow the directions. It has to be put on properly. The settings have to be just right. Those are very important keys when using this device. So should you use the device every single day? You probably shouldn't. Why? Because you want to keep your wallet in your pocket. These strips can be expensive. Like I said, they're $19.99 for a pack of 5. So you just got to be careful to not use them all the time. Use them when they really need to be used. Like, you know, you're going to be late for work and you need to wake up real fast, just go ahead and use it. Or if you're trying to fall asleep, you've got a big event the next day, it's really good for those kinds of things. It seems to work pretty well. Now let's say you've got this device on, right? Should you be running around with it on? Should you be walking, moving around, doing things? No. The reason I say that is because the contact points can become weaker and stronger. Sometimes it can cause some subtle pain. Sometimes the device will disconnect and you've got to start over, and it is a total pain. So next question. How well does it work? I mean, does it work really well? Can you give me an explanation? I definitely can. So out of a 0 to 10 scale, I would say I would give it a 7.5 when you set it to the sleep setting, which is 20 minutes, as though you're going to bed. 0 being completely awake and 10 being completely asleep. 7.5 is what I would give it, and for others as well, around that range. So it is effective when it comes to relaxing and calming down and trying to help you sleep at night. As for the energy function, I would give it a 7 out of 10. And I just find it to be a little bit less effective. It still does work. I will definitely say that. It is stimulating, but it's not like coffee. It's not like taking an energy drink. It does feel much more natural. So that's one of the things I really like about it. Next question, what does this little device feel like? Well, it feels like a couple different things. It can sort of feel itchy at times, depending on who you are and where it's placed exactly. If you're using the energy strip, it goes behind the ear. If you're using the calm strip, it goes back here on the lower neck. The lower neck, the sleep one, is a little bit more tingly and kind of a tugging sensation. And the energy strip is more of like a vibrating sensation. It's got kind of a buzz to it. It's much stronger. If you've got any other questions, just let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you and answer any questions that you may have. Now it's time for some tips and tricks for using Thing. First off, you're going to want to have your Bluetooth settings on, so make sure you scroll up and check and make sure your Bluetooth setting is on. If you're having trouble powering on the device, be sure to hold it down for 2 seconds. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to open the app on your phone. Then log in, and after logging in, it should automatically connect between the two. Then when it comes to placement, make sure you're putting it on correctly. Either have someone do it for you, or you can do it yourself with a mirror. Either way works. What you want to do though is make sure that it's placed firmly on. You want to make sure that the adhesive is nice and tight, it's got a good grip, and both nodes are connecting. You also want to make sure as the cord goes back behind your ear or your neck, that is also firmly placed. If hair gets in the way, this can pull away from the contact to the skin. And the device will automatically check to make sure that both contact points are operating properly before the device will even run for you. Now remember, the tuner setting, when you're on the app and you're changing the tuner setting up or down, be sure that you find the right spot, find the sweet spot. For the people I tried it with, family, friends, and myself, the average was about 68% for the calm and somewhere around 70 to 72 for the energy. It depends on who you are, everybody's different, but that is the average I found. Was around 68% is a pretty good place to find a nice threshold. And like they say in the device guide, don't try to overpower it. It doesn't help. It doesn't do any good. It's better to find that sweet spot, to find the best and most effective way to operate the device. Are you having a sticky problem? Okay, so let's say you go ahead and you pull one of these guys out here. What you want to do is carefully take it off. Do your best to not touch the adhesive at all. Just don't touch it, just the very edge. Make sure it doesn't run into anything. You want to be very careful not to be touching it. So grab it by the edges if you can, just like this, and that's how you want to place it. Now, when you're contacting the device with the strip, you will need to touch it where the adhesive is. You can go ahead and press it in like this, 1 and 2, and pull your finger off there. There you go. This will keep the adhesive running a longer time for you, which is good. That's what you want to do. Remember to be careful, grab it by the edges, and then place it on properly. When you take it off, immediately put it back in the package. That will allow these to last much longer. If you leave them out of the package, they're going to degrade very quickly, and more money for Think, less for you. So just be sure to take very good care of these. They are quite delicate. Do you have any other questions you'd like to know about? Just let me know in the comments down below. I'll do my best to help you out. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel for future videos. I make new videos all the time, so feel free to share, comment, like this video.
The dog's passed out. He's really got that calm vibe going on.
Yeah, he does.
He's out. Would like to access the camera. What do you need the camera for?